Feeling tired, low in energy, or stressed? Your vitamin, mineral, and supplement intake could be the answer. My name is Elle and I'm a registered sports dietitian, and we're going to explore the top 10 best vitamins, minerals, and supplements that can help if your energy levels are in need of a bit of a boost. However, it's really important to mention that supplements are not a magic fix. They are intended to supplement an already balanced diet and lifestyle, so taking a supplement won't magically give you a surge in your energy levels if you're not sleeping well or eating well. What is the difference between vitamins, minerals, and supplements? Vitamins and minerals are micronutrients, meaning that we need them in smaller amounts than macronutrients like protein, carbs, and fats. Vitamins and minerals are essential to health as well as for performance and are found in food, but we can also take them in supplement form to get additional amount or to fill in any gaps that we might have in the diet. For example, if we're largely plant-based, there are some nutrients that we might not be getting enough of if we're not eating meat or dairy. Vitamins and minerals do not provide calories and therefore don't provide energy in themselves, but they are involved in numerous processes within the body which can impact both energy levels and overall health. Vitamins are classified as either water-soluble or fat-soluble. Fat-soluble vitamins are vitamins typically sourced through dietary fats and can be stored within the body. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are fat-soluble. Water-soluble vitamins are not stored in the body and excess is excreted through urine. All B vitamins and vitamin C are water-soluble. Minerals are elements that have many different functions in the body, from forming the structure of bones and teeth to being involved in muscle contractions, nerve functions, and the formation of red blood cells. Iron, magnesium, calcium, zinc, and phosphorus are all examples of minerals. And as I mentioned, supplements are products that can enhance the diet and often provide vitamins and minerals either in singular form or as combinations to support particular symptoms or health outcomes. For example, bone health supplements may provide calcium and vitamin D. Supplements are designed to complement and support the diet, not to replace foods or in place of medications. So let's get into it and see which vitamins, minerals, and supplements can support our energy levels. Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 supports energy levels in a few ways. Firstly, it is required for the manufacture of red blood cells which transport oxygen around the body. Deficiencies of B12 cause B12 deficiency anemia, which means that tissues and organs don't get enough oxygen, and this can cause symptoms like weak muscles, breathlessness, and fatigue. Vitamin B12 also supports the metabolism of fats, proteins, and carbohydrates, which release energy and other nutrients from foods, which will impact our energy levels. Because the main source of vitamin B12 in the diet is through animal products, vegetarians and vegans or anyone who follows a mainly plant-based diet is at risk of deficiency, which is why a supplement is normally recommended. Vitamin B12 plays a vital role in maintaining energy levels, supporting the nervous system, and is important for the production of red blood cells. Folic acid. Folate, or B9, is a type of B vitamin found in some foods like green vegetables and liver, but folic acid, which you might be more familiar with, is a form of folate which is found in supplements. Folic acid is also added to commonly consumed foods, such as breakfast cereals or white flour, as part of a public health initiative to help prevent deficiencies in folic acid. Folate is required to create DNA and to support the development of the nervous system in unborn babies, and there is an increased likelihood of developing a neural tube defect, such as spina bifida, in women who do not have enough folate pre-conception and during the early weeks of pregnancy. Women need 400 micrograms of folate per day, and those wishing to become pregnant or who could become pregnant, whether planned to or not, should take an additional 400 micrograms of folic acid as a supplement. Deficiency can lead to physical fatigue because folate, like B12, plays a role in the manufacture of red blood cells and cellular energy production, so supplementation can help to ensure you are getting enough. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is also known as ascorbic acid and is considered an antioxidant. It is present in many foods that we consume, but it is quite unstable, meaning that it can be lost during processes such as cooking. Vitamin C enhances the absorption of iron, which can reduce the risk of iron deficiency anemia, and therefore prevent symptoms such as weakness and fatigue. Vitamin C is also required for the production of certain enzymes which support energy-yielding metabolism. Vitamin C is water-soluble, meaning that excess is excreted and it is considered safe to take as a supplement. Iron. Iron deficiency anemia can occur when there is insufficient iron in the diet, and this is the most common nutrient deficiency worldwide. It is estimated that almost 40% of women have iron deficiency anemia, which is due to blood losses during menstruation. This is why women have higher daily iron requirements than men. It is recommended that adult males aim for 8.7 milligrams of iron per day, whereas females from the age of when periods start up to premenopause should aim for 14.8 milligrams of iron per day. There are two types of iron, heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron is found in red meat and other animal sources, and it is the most bioavailable source of iron, meaning that it can be absorbed quite easily. Non-heme iron is found in plants like dark leafy green vegetables and needs to be converted to heme iron before it can be absorbed in the body. The body is not very efficient with this process, and the amount of iron that is absorbed is often lower than what might be provided by the food, which puts vegans and vegetarians at an increased risk of developing a deficiency. Iron supplements can improve energy levels if someone has low iron, but supplements can cause digestive issues, and it is best to discuss supplementation with your GP and only take if clinically necessary. Magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral that is involved in the formation of new cells, muscle contractions, and nerve functions, and assists with energy production and the metabolism of other nutrients. Magnesium can support performance as it regulates oxygen uptake within the muscles. Aerobic capacity has been linked to magnesium status, and studies have found that low levels of magnesium can lead to low energy and fatigue during workouts, with supplementation improving energy and strength. Now, let's take a look at what other supplements may improve energy levels. Caffeine. Caffeine is well known for its ability to improve alertness and decrease fatigue in the average person, which makes it a popular choice for many individuals pre-workout. Caffeine is a naturally derived stimulant found naturally in foods and drinks such as coffee, tea, and chocolate. Caffeine can be obtained through supplements such as pre-workouts, energy drinks, and caffeine tablets. Caffeine can increase alertness and focus, and it has displayed benefits on performance in both endurance and power sports. Evidence has suggested that caffeine can improve performance and strength through mechanisms such as reducing the perception of pain, reducing muscle soreness, and can spare the use of carbohydrates during exercise, which can increase endurance capacity. To experience the benefits of caffeine, such as improved alertness, it is recommended to take between 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram of body weight at least 30 minutes prior to a session. Remember, everyone responds differently to caffeine, so the timing and dosages will differ among individuals. Jinzen. Jinzen is a herb that is known as a nootropic, which are used to enhance memory or cognitive function. Jinzen has been used in medicine for many years and carries many benefits, including reducing fatigue. You can take it in capsule form, and some herbal teas contain the herb too. Creatine. Creatine is a compound made within our body and is found naturally within our muscles. It is considered an amino acid, but it is not used to make protein. The cells in our body use a form of energy known as adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, and creatine helps to provide energy within the muscles, giving the muscles energy that it can use for explosive movements, such as sprinting, weightlifting, and other high-intensity bouts of exercise. It has also been shown to support exercise recovery, as it can reduce muscle damage and encourage greater glycogen replenishment than carbohydrate alone, providing the body with more energy for use in a later session. Creatine has been extensively studied and has displayed benefits beyond those that are related to sports, such as improved cognitive function. Creatine can be obtained through meat, and so vegetarians and vegans tend to have lower muscle concentrations of creatine than meat eaters. However, the amount of creatine that can be consumed through food is not sufficient enough to increase muscle creatine concentrations enough to see the benefits that have been illustrated in studies. Creatine can be taken in supplement form as a powder or as a tablet, and the current recommendations are to take 3 to 5 grams of creatine per day. Continuous supplementation can increase the amount of creatine in muscles by 20 to 40%, which can lead to a greater ability to perform at a higher intensity and recover quicker, which will support strength, performance, and muscle mass gain over time. Green tea. Green tea is another common supplement for fighting fatigue. It has been used for years in many cultures around the world and carries stimulant effects thanks to caffeine, theobromine, and theophylline. Although green tea leaves have several components, most research is related to its effects coming from the amino acid L-theanine. L-theanine has shown improvements in brain function, overall metabolism, and high antioxidant effects. While L-theanine is shown to play a key role in the energy boost from green tea, using green tea leaves or matcha powder, a concentrated powdered form of green tea, in beverages or other foods may have even more benefits from the combination of all the bioactive components. Coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10 for short, is a compound that helps generate energy in your cells. You can get it in small amounts in food and through a supplement. It is found in all our cells, but in higher concentrations in our brains, heart, and kidneys. CoQ10 can be synthesized by the body, but levels decrease as we age, and reduced levels of CoQ10 can limit the cell's ability to perform their functions, which can lead to fatigue in the long term. So, there you have 10 supplements that can support your energy levels. I really want to reiterate that your overall lifestyle will play a huge role in your energy levels. We all live quite fast-paced lives, which can make it difficult to find time to look after ourselves, prioritize rest, and still get enough exercise. If you are suffering from regular fatigue and tiredness, looking at your diet is a good place to start, and these fatigue-fighting supplements may help give you the boost that you need. But it is important to speak to your GP if you have concerns about your energy levels. As always, if you have any more questions, let me know in the comments below, and remember to like and subscribe to the Myprotein YouTube channel for more great evidence-based nutrition information.